Hello, my name is Maureen Boyle and I'd like to thank the John Hewitt Society for inviting me to read a few poems for you today. I'm going to read 3 poems of summer from a long poem called Encanabula, which is of childhood memories. My friend Joanna and I would lie on top of haystacks in Tommy Craig's field that sloped to the river and try to work out how babies came. She swore she'd seen her mother carry a bowl of blood to the bathroom one night. That must have something to do with it. She was Protestant, so knew about these things, and had parents who didn't go to church. The Hogs were Protestant too and had no children, just a Pekingese called Suki. They would ask us in to play Scrabble in a house full of plants, paintings and books. Gwenda Lytle told us that they sunbathed in the nude. In summer, the ghost beds of the flax stems stank and the sickly smell of privet sent us to sleep. On Fridays, we would go for messages to Strabane, pore over magazines bought in the Bridge End, and marvel that the Osmonds lived in a place called Provo. One night, after seeing a documentary on Vietnam, I dreamed soldiers ran up Tommy Craig's field with guns. My granny told me that would never happen here. Summer started with the smell of a new book bought in Bundoran in a huckster shop full of wondrous things, like the stall of a relic seller in a medieval market. We were staying in a big, pink, pebble-dashed house in the West End where Mrs. Brady sang in pubs, and the floors of the house were red linoleum, the beds with iron steads high like boats floating on a red sea. My book was Blighton, and a cold, wet July in Ireland was dull compared to a leafy, green, English seaside town. I vowed to have a midnight feast, smuggled food from all our meals and hid it under the iron bed, so that by the feast's time it was a feast of congealed rice and cold potato, hardly lashings of ginger beer. And then, one night, my mother bled a baby with blood as vivid as the liverish floor. I did not know that then, but thought of it years later when, at midnight mass, a woman in the seat before us rose and left just such a miraculous mess on the gleaming oak of the church bench. We would go to another country over the Camels Hump, the army asking us what was the purpose of our visit, the white-shirted customs men taking so long there was time to buy ice cream cones in the queue. That is where the milkman died when he tried to climb the mountain, my father would say ritually as we passed through the gap on the way to the sea. And always I saw the milkman in his uniform scrambling over heather with 6 bottles in a holder, losing his footing, the spilling milk become the frothy falls we passed. Barnesmore was a western pass that might be closed by snow in winter, or where you might see Indians lining up on a ridge ready to charge. I would pass the time singing pop songs loud in the back, sometimes stumbling over lyrics that felt risque. The Father, Son and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast. The Gap was our gateway into Donegal, and safely through a new vigilance began to be the first to see the sea. Thank you.